That's another exciting research that we are involved in with artery therapeutics. Our lab is interested in ApoE4, and ApoE is a protein that makes particles known as HDL-like particles. So ApoE, when it's produced, it gets lipids inside of it and makes an HDL-like ApoE particle. So we have been studying this process of how ApoE acquires its lipids. It's not just omega-3s, all kinds of lipids like cholesterol and other things. So CS6253 is a peptide that induces the activity of a transporter known as ABCA1. ABCA1 pumps lipids into ApoE to make ApoE HDL particles. And we have shown that E4, the strongest risk factor for dementia, is less successful in making ApoE HDL particles. And when we inject mice with CS6253, we actually make more ApoE HDL particles, and that is associated with lower risk of Alzheimer's disease biomarkers in Alzheimer's disease animal models. This research was exciting. We moved it into monkeys in collaboration with Artery Therapeutics and found out that in a monkey model, which is closer to humans than mice, we found that the injection of this peptide into monkeys is associated with making more small HDL particles in plasma and more ApoE increasing in plasma. And this was associated with a change in A-beta, or the amyloid that is made, typically deposited in the brain of patients with Alzheimer's. The more ApoE containing particles you make and the small HDL particles you make, we had a signal that there is clearance of the amyloid-beta plaques. Now, this was interesting enough and exciting for us. We moved to a phase 1 clinical trial that was funded by the National Institute of Health, specifically NIA, the National Institute on Aging, where we gave this peptide to a subset of humans in a phase 1, first of kind clinical trial. This peptide was safe, had no side effects, and we're actively now measuring whether there are signals of brain protection. That small pilot trial in humans was a safety trial, but we are analyzing this data and hoping to be able to continue this exciting research to discover whether this peptide has a role in Alzheimer's disease prevention or treatment in a larger phase 2 study that is being planned.